For attorneys, continuing domestic abuse in the form of parental alienation is profitable not because attorneys are bad people, but because the system itself rewards cases that never seem to end. Parental alienation isn't a single argument. It's a long, drawn-out campaign of psychological manipulation. And in the legal world, a prolonged campaign means prolonged billing. Every motion filed, every emergency hearing for a manufactured crisis, every psychological evaluation and reassessment, each one, adds thousands of dollars to the legal bill. For the targeted parent, the abuse doesn't stop when they leave the relationship. It just moves into the courthouse. It continues through emails, court filings, and endless legal procedures. To maintain a relationship with their child, the targeted parent is forced to constantly react. They have to file motions, respond to accusations, and show up for every single hearing, or they risk losing their child completely. This isn't just a legal fight. It's a form of coercive control, now enforced through the legal process itself. But on an invoice, it just looks like active litigation. The strategy of an alienating parent thrives on delay. Delay keeps the power imbalance in their favor. It exhausts the targeted parent's finances and emotional strength. And delay is incredibly expensive. When the courts mislabel this clear pattern of abuse as simple high conflict, the entire focus shifts. Instead of stopping the harm, the goal becomes managing the conflict. And how is it managed? By adding more layers and more costs. Parenting coordinators, reunification therapists, guardians ad litem, custody evaluators, status. Hearings, each new professional, and every new meeting extends the case and drains the victim's resources even further. The targeted parent isn't choosing this endless fight. They are desperately defending their right to be a parent, compelled by the unconditional love they have for their child. For a loving parent, walking away is not an option. Meanwhile, the alienating parent reaps the benefits of this broken system. They know that every provocation will cost the other parent money to respond to. They obstruct the child's relationship with the other parent, fully aware that each legal move drains them emotionally and financially. The court often sees two parents who can't get along, but the legal billing system sees a gold mine of conflict. This creates a quiet but powerful incentive. Cases that resolve quickly aren't very profitable. Cases that correctly identify and stop abuse actually reduce billable hours. But cases labeled complex or high conflict, those can drag on for years, costing tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. This doesn't mean every lawyer is unethical. It means the system's incentives are misaligned. A system where abuse is reframed as a simple disagreement, where procedural delays are mistaken for due diligence, and where the process itself replaces genuine protection. The price for this is paid by the victimized parent, and most tragically by the child. Children lose precious time with a loving, safe parent. Parents lose their savings, their careers, and their stability. And the abuse continues, now sanctioned, structured, and funded through the very system that was supposed to provide protection. This is why it is absolutely critical to identify parental alienation for what it is, a form of ongoing domestic abuse. When we name it correctly, the goal finally shifts from managing endless conflict to stopping the harm and protecting the child. When the abuse ends, so does the profit model built on its continuation. Staying silent about this doesn't protect our legal system. It protects the cycle of abuse. And these cycles only break when we have the courage to ask who really benefits when the abuse is allowed to continue. Thank you for listening.